guys, and welcome to a new YouTube video. I hope you're all feeling good. I'm feeling very happy today, and I have got a lot of emails and messages from you guys that you miss me and you wonder where I am, and it really warms my heart that you care so much about me. And yeah, I have missed you too, but now I'm back, and it feels like I have so much to tell you. I don't even know where to start, and but I'm going to start with that the weather is nice, and yeah, everything feels good, and I'm going to show you what I got in my email. I'm going to show you what I got in the mail yesterday. So, recognize this sign. This is actually my YouTube reward. And it says, presented to Angelica Larsson for passing 100,000 subscribers from YouTube. It's very nice and shiny. I'm going to put this on the wall somewhere. So, it feels so good. It went very quick to get so many followers, but yeah. Hi and welcome to all of you again. And so, today I'm going to talk a little bit about what has been going on this week, because this week has been just crazy. It's come so much snow and it's been so slippery and it has been like all chaotic. So that is what I'm going to show you today. And we are going to start on Sunday because we always start our shift on Sunday. And this Sunday I was going up north as usual, and it came a lot of snow and it's very up and down when you're going up north. And I was coming up for a hill, and I knew that it was going to be a downhill and a uphill just after. So I was going on the uphill, and I was going in like maybe 60 kilometers an hour up on the hill because it was very slippery. I didn't dare to go any faster, and it was a car that passed me, and he was going limited speed. He didn't speed or anything, it was limited. And when I just got up on the top of the hill, I saw some lights that was swirling around in the trees and in the air, and I was like, oh no, something happened there. And I was going down the hills. It was very slippery all the time. It's like slippery road, and I hit the brakes very careful. I was going down hills, and I was like, where did that car go? And I was going very slow, and then I saw in the ditch who was lying on the side, on the left side, with this car. So I was like, I have to stop. So I was going down hills. I stopped my truck. I put on the hazers. I called 911. I was just running towards the guy that had, yes, swirled around with his car. And I think the guy that was answering the phone when I called, he was more shocked than I were. Because I was like, oh, it's a car that's crashed. And he was first quiet. He sounded shocked when I called. And I was running there. And at the time when I got to the car, the guy had already getting out of his car, and he was all bloody on his hand because he was trying to take the windshield out because he had his phone left in the car. So I was still talking at the guy at the 911, and he said like, yeah, we'll take the guy to the side and just stay relaxed. We're going to take some people out and help you. And after like 10 minutes, all of the firemen and the ambulance and everything came and helped him. So that was very scary actually, and yeah, I don't want that to happen again. And the guy he was all fine. It was just the cut he had on his hands. And after the accident, I was just going to keep going forward north up to, yeah, to chase track with the other guy. But that's what I thought, because I was standing, had just been downhill, and then it was going to be uphills. So I was standing like just before the hill, and I had traffic behind me, and there was traffic everywhere. And I was thinking like, yeah, well, I put on all of the extra thing that you can put in when it's slippery. You know, you can lock the wheels, and you can turn off the anti-spin and all of that stuff. So I was going like, yeah, I'm going up to the hill now. So yeah, I was going, and no, and I tried again, like it didn't work, and I was like, no. And I went back down to the fireman, and I said like, do you know if they're going to go out with the salt truck or anything, because I'm stuck and like I have the whole world behind me. And he was like, yeah, they have been called out, they're soon going to be there. So I was sitting there in my truck and feeling kind of bad that I stopped the traffic. So here we have the fire truck. I didn't want to record the accident due to respect for the driver and everyone involved. So yeah, I was just going back to my truck here, and right now they are coming some plow trucks. They are putting the plow down and they are salting the roads. And if you look there, you can see my truck with the hazers on it. So I'm going there. It was very slippery, so it took some time for me to stop because I was really heavy and I was coming down on a hill. So I stopped my truck right there. And yeah, so now they are cleaning up the roads and making the salt work. So I was jumping into my truck and I was just waiting for the salt to melt onto the road, so it was getting a better grip for my tires. So I tried to go up hills, but the salt didn't work as good as I was hoping for. So guess what? I got stuck. And there you have the traffic. All the world is behind me waiting for me to move. And yeah, but I had to sit there. I tried everything. I pressed the wheel and I locked the wheels and I was taking out the auto spin. And is it called auto spin? I don't know what it's called. But anyways, here I am. And as you can see, you can see the wagon in the mirror, because every time I was trying to drive up hills, the truck kind of went to the side, and if I was going to keep going, I could just get into the ditch or break something. So I was just standing still and waiting for some rescue. And here, as you can see, it comes the tractor with sand, and he's sanding in front of me, and he was also sanding all the way down, because it was both uphills and it's a very downhill after this uphill. So he was going just towards me to put some sand. And yeah, there were two guys that was coming out with a shovel, and I took that and put some sand under my tires so that I could get some grip on the road again. And also there was a police officer that was standing there. You can see her, and they were standing in the way just to make sure that here's an accident, be careful, drive safe. And yeah, so here he comes, pushes some sand under my tires. That's a good thing about Sweden. Like, if something happens, if you're standing still and you're blocking the way, there are always some rescue people that come and help you. And yeah, so here it goes. Here we're going up hills, and it looks good. It was a lot of sand, so I came up. It was good. I just put on manual, and here we have some more plow trucks keeping the roads going south. Good. And like that wasn't enough for this week. I was going to unload some pallets at one place, and I had unloaded those pallets, and I was going forward and I was to close the back doors, but I couldn't get them closed because it was too heavy. If it's too much weight on one side of the wagon, it's hard to close the doors. And I had some steel on the left side. I couldn't move it because it was, I didn't have anything to move it with. So it was a little bit heavier on the left side and on the right side. So I have such a hard time to close the doors. And I was like, yeah, if you are standing in a right position with the wagon, you could close it. So I was jumping into the truck and moved around a little bit on the area, and I was jumping out, tried to close the doors, it didn't work. Into the truck, stand somewhere else, tried to close the doors, it didn't work, and I was doing like 100 times, and I was like, I was so frustrated, but yeah, I had to get the door closed. So yeah, I had to solve the problem. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to strap this door. And that was actually so fun, because it must have looked so fun when I was trying to close the door. I'm actually going to go down to work and I'm going to show you how I closed it, because yeah, you need some good like yoga position skills here. Maybe not so glamorous, but it looked fun. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to go down to work and I'm going to show you how I closed them. And here we are. So here's the wagon that I'm going to show you how I close the doors. And we are going to need some stripes that I have here prepared. And on most of our trucks we have a ladder in the back that we can climb up on. So we are going to climb up here. And then we are going to take this. It's actually another kind of stripe that you're going to have here, but I only got the hook one. So we have a little stop here that you can move, that I'm putting there, and I'm attaching the hook just like that. And here on the back of the wagon, underneath it, you have a little loop that you can put the stripe locker in, like this. And then we're going to take this one, we can put it like that. And then we just take this strap and take it over the handles. And we're going to attach it there. Handles are supposed to be in there, but I can only close it like this much. Dash got so much wood, I could build me a fort. And why I use my foot is because I was too short to be able to use my powers on my back, so it was just easier to put up my leg like that. Well guys, so that's what has been happening this week. But there's one more thing. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'm actually going to drive south with the truck. I'm going to drive to Gothenburg and I'm going to drive to Skåne. So I'm very excited about that. It's for another company, but it's my free week from work. So I'm going to drive a little bit more and see what else Sweden has to show me or whatever. And they have some really nice tracks, so I'm really looking forward for that. So yeah, wish me luck on that, and if you like the video, don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe, and have a continued awesome weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!